Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Always White Front to Back. I am Lachey and this is Brian. And this week's episode, we are going to talk about It's Your Turn. We were talking to one of our friends recently and we were talking about just basically how a lot of times being the female in the house, we generally get over. So our friend was explaining to us, they have a really gorgeous home. And outside of their house one day, they have some flowers planted in the front of their home, and there was a snake caught in there. So our friend was telling us how he had to get the snake out of there.
Jackson, if you're nasty.
He had to figure out how to get that snake out of there. The snake was caught. It was just a whole fiasco. So me, I'm making my little comments like, as I know my girl, I was like, yeah. She ain't going out there to get that, and I am so glad that I wouldn't have to do that either. So I would do what any woman would do. You would go to your husband because that's what the man is for, right?
I mean, you can go to him.
But that's what you're supposed to do. Like, the man is there for, killing the bugs and getting snakes.
Well, I mean, I think it depends
fixing things around the house.
I mean, I don't know. It depends. I think each relationship is a little different. So it depends on the dynamic of the house. Like in our house, like we do it like it's your turn type of scenario. Like if I got the last one, you go ahead and handle this one. So you know which one you got. That possum out front. So that one's on you. I know I got the last one. So
we never had a possum.
No, it was the last one. You called. I was working. You called me up from work.
Okay, but
you called me up from work and said there was a frog in the house. It was a frog in the house, y'all. I was working. She called me and said there was a frog in the house. I'm like, God damn. Fine. All right. I get up. I'm like, where's the frog? She said, Brian, it's over there. Yada, yada, yada. I go over there. It's a clump of hair. Okay? It's a clump of hair.
It looked like a frog. And I wasn't about to go over there and try to investigate.
Well,
okay?
Guess what? I got that one.
He wasn't scared. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go with the person that's not afraid.
Right, so I got this one. So I got that one, and now this is on you, player.
No. So honestly, okay, so getting back to the snake and I guess the frog too, I was kind of thinking like, dang, being a man has to be rough, right? Like, the woman always wants you to handle everything that's scary or dirty or hard work around the house or whatever the case may be. So is it wrong for women to feel like the man should do all those things? And on the flip side, is it wrong for men to think in return that women are supposed to do everything for your children or for things like that? So are gender norms like still a thing, or are they kind of dissolving as women are being more empowered and doing more things?
Listen, I ain't seen no woman take out the trash in the neighborhood. But I don't know. I mean, I think it's just different for different households. I mean, I'm sure there's overlap and there's some guys that do more the child rearing or cooking or whatever they do. And I'm sure there's, there might be women making more money than their dudes or something. I mean, I just different strokes for different folks. I mean, I think what works for this relationship may not work with somebody else's. Mm-hmm. I mean, you still have to deal with that possum, which I'm glad that I lucked up on that. But
I'm not getting the possum, Brian.
It's your turn.
It's not my turn.
It's your turn.
Okay, we're not going to do this right now. So let us know, what do you guys do in your households? Like, does the man take out the trash all the time? And what are the things that, you've made it where the woman is more responsible for certain things? Or, maybe the guy is more responsible for cutting the grass, which Brian does not do.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. It's not like I don't want to cut the grass, something like that. We gave the the lawnmower that I just bought when we moved in to your mother. Right? So that's the first thing. Second thing is, you told me you cut me off from grass cutting duties because I made one innocent mistake.
We had just lived here for 1 week. 1 week, everybody. And our grass, mind you, we live in a cul-de-sac, all right? And we are the middle house. So our grass looked the worst. He put grass eater or killer on the ground versus grass feed.
Wasn't it. Don't do that.
Reading is fundamental.
It was weed and grass killer.
Okay,
I accidentally put weed and grass killer down.
So we had the brownest grass in the neighborhood the first week that we lived here.
It hasn't come back yet.
It was extremely embarrassing. So he was not allowed to cut our grass or touch our grass anymore because thank God we could afford to have somebody to come and cut our grass for us. So Brian will not be touching our grass anymore. Okay.
It was an innocent mistake.
Don't let him cut your grass. Anyway, in this segment of the show, we move into talking about what's wrong with you. In the What's Wrong With You segment, we talk about different things that may have happened amongst the two of us, with our friends, or just in general, things that we may have seen while we're out and about in public. So, Brian, what's wrong with you for the week?
What's wrong with you? Perfect. All right. So what's wrong with you? You. Always. Lachey is just getting over a cold, common cold. We have a rule in the house, a rule that I implemented. I seem to be the only one adhering to, which is if you are sick, you quarantine yourself in one of the spare bedrooms, in the guest bedroom, in a crawl space. I don't care, but you need to quarantine yourself somewhere. You will be given juice and vapor rub and stuff like that, but there's no reason that the rest of the house should be sick. And I seem to be the only one adhering to that. If I'm sick, I quarantine myself. Lachey has had an issue with it. If she is sick, she still want to go in another part of the house. She want to sleep in the same bed. If Gavin is sick, she want to bring this fool in our bed. What? And I'm sure I'm speaking for a lot of pastors and things of that nature. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You speaking for pastors?
I'm sure.
Talking like that?
Just listen. We read the comment section. What is wrong with you, dog? Like, I don't understand what...
First of all, it's nothing but the common cold. It's that time of year. Get over it, okay?
We have the
Till
space.
death do us part. Okay?
He's hoping.
You know what? You really been trying this get out stuff all the time. You act like I got you in the sunken place, and that's why you still here. Okay? Don't act like that. You are here because you want to be.
But
no, it wasn't. Anyway. I don't want to sleep in another room when I'm sick. And when Gavin is asleep, he says, Mom, when he's sick, he says, Mommy, I want to sleep with you. So why I'm not going to deprive my son of that. That's my baby.
That's fine. But then when I say, all right, well, y'all can have this bed, I'm going to go in another room.
No, because he wants to sleep with us.
He didn't say us. He said you.
No.
And you was a punk and said, yes, you can sleep with Mama. All I'm asking is for you and yours to get from around me when you are sick. And I'll do the same so that we don't continue to spread this stuff back and forth.
But that's something that you want to do, not me. You want to do that.
It's a house rule.
No, it's not.
Well,
it's your rule.
I'm the head of the house.
Me and Gavin don't subscribe to that rule.
Well, I'm the head of the house. So anyone under this... Right now, rock, paper, scissors for who's the head of the house. Real quick. So let's just... It's straight up. The rules. Rock, paper, scissors says shoot. On shoot, you throw it out. And you want to go straight up, you want to go 2 out of 3.
We're going straight up.
Rock, paper, scissors says shoot. Got him!
Anyway,
go in the next room.
I'm not going in another room, and you shouldn't either. Your mate, if they can't stand a little cold, get a little flu shot and get your life together, and we're gonna be sleeping in this bed together forever. In my Cardi B voice. Thank you guys for watching. I will be sleeping in the bed with Brian, and I still have a cold, and he will get all these germs, all of them.
Bet you gonna get that possum though.
Love you. All right.
When do you ever say love you?
Till next time, you guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 100. And comment. And this week, we will be... Actually, we're supposed to be reading out questions.
Well, we'll do it next time. What was I going to say? A special guest next week.
All right.
Not really a special guest. I just wanted to say that.
I was like, who is it going to be? Anyway.
No, it will be a special guest. It will be.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. We'll see. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching, and always remember to always wipe front to back. All right. See you next week.